Good day and welcome to the Red Corner Show. I'm Dr. Shamila Ramjawan, a global award-winning entrepreneur, founder of the Princess D Menstrual Cup, the Olympus International Awards, and the Red Corner Show. I am thrilled to introduce my guest today. From barefoot beginnings in the Free State to becoming a globally celebrated leader, Madeleine Pretorius from South Africa is a true example of purpose, resilience, and transformation. She is an award-winning CEO, entrepreneur, psychotherapist, behavior expert, international coach in conscious living and mental wellness, motivational speaker, author, humanitarian, and community leader. Madeleine has dedicated her life to empowering people through education, leadership, wellness, and mentorship. She has touched lives across South Africa and beyond, breaking barriers in business, mental health, women empowerment, and community development. Her story is not only about success, but about staying grounded, authentic, and committed to making the world a better place. Guided by her mantra, never give up, she continues to inspire women, men, and the youth to rise above challenges and embrace their highest potential. Join us as we dive into her remarkable journey, her vision for conscious living, and her message of hope for tomorrow. Welcome, Madeleine.
Good afternoon, Shamila. I'm delighted to be here, and thank you very much for having me this afternoon.
It's such a pleasure. I had you on the show previously, and I think we're going to have a really, really great chat today. You've grown since I last spoke to you, so I'm looking forward to hearing all the new stuff that you've been up to.
There has been a couple of things that I have been up to, yes. And yes, there has been a lot of personal growth and professional growth as well. And I am very thankful and grateful for that as well.
Wonderful. So can we start? I gave an introduction on you, but I'm sure there's other stuff that you would like to share with the audience. So can we just have a little bit about your background?
Right. I grew up in the beautiful little town of Viljoenskroon in the Free State, a farming community of maize and cattle fields. I was so fortunate to be raised by a whole village of people. I had wonderful parents. They are late now, but I still have contact with my community. Humble, very humble beginnings. I'm so proud of my roots and where I came from. I'm deeply connected to nature. Obviously, the barefoot girl from the Free State. You can dress me up, you can dress me down, you can put me down in high heels, or you can even put me down in a maize field, and I'll be just as comfortable in both. I'm very, very thankful for my upbringing. It has been very blessed in my life. I'm very thankful also for the core skills that I've learned through my community, my school, and the people that has been involved in my life. Core skills that I really taken on in life was to be humble, to have gratitude for small things in life, resilience, empathy, a deep care for people, and obviously to admire the small things in life and also to appreciate it.
Love it. What an interesting background. Yes, Madeleine. So just to go to the very beginning, you describe yourself as the barefoot farm girl from the Free State. Now, that's very interesting. Now celebrated as a top CEO and global influencer. How has your humble beginnings or upbringing shaped the woman and leader that you are today?
Shamila, thank you very much for the question. I think exactly that what I said in the previous question. I think the fact that I learned to be humble, that I learned to work hard in my life, that I learned to make the best of what I had, and also the fact that I learned to be a leader in my community and given the space to take up my voice in life in a small community like that gave me the opportunity as well as the courage and the confidence to carry that forward in life and also to take forward the values that I learned, like integrity and honesty and truth and being truthful, resilience and empathy, like I said.
That is so rare in some people. So well done on that. And thank you so much for everything that you do and the true authentic person that you are as well. So
Thank you, I'm
Madeleine
humbled.
Pretorius wears many hats. an award-winning CEO, behavior expert, psychotherapist, international coach, motivational speaker, author, ambassador. How do you manage to balance all these roles while staying true to your authentic self?
Shamila, it's a privilege to wear so many hats because I see it as opportunities that I had in life, maybe that other people never got. So for me to balance my life, obviously I have to prioritize. I'm going to be very honest with you. When I discovered my purpose in life, I was so impregnated with my passion and my purpose that I always say I don't wake up to an alarm clock in the morning. I wake up to purpose. And for that, I make sure that I stay balanced in my life. I prioritize. As I said, I make the best of what I have, and I make sure that I show up for myself every day and I also take care of myself.
I like that balance. You know, a lot of people lack that balance, and it takes a lot of work to get that right. You know, um,
It does.
so so tell me about what motivates you. You know, you get up in the morning. What do you do first? Let's start there.
Right. The first thing that I do in the morning is obviously I draw my Bible closer and I start my morning with meditation and prayer and my scripture for the day. After that, I put on my kick ass song that's always Walking on Sunshine. And after that, my day really starts. So that's what motivates me in the morning is to jump into music and song and dance into the morning. I always call it my war song in the morning because that's the way I go into the morning and go into my life.
Love it. So you're the morning person, just like me.
Yes, I'm a morning person.
Yes, and I know that can really irritate some people, right?
Very, very much irritates some people, yes. But unfortunately, we're also not the night owls, hey? And I think that's also very irritating for other people. But I prefer mornings and I love mornings. And I think mornings is always my best time. It's also my most productive time.
Same with me. Absolutely. That's where I can get a lot of stuff done in the morning.
Yes.
Um, so just a little bit about your song and your singing and the song that you listen to every day. Do you want to share with us? Do you want to sing a little bit?
Oh my goodness. No, I don't think Walking on Sunshine would be a good decision to sing that. But maybe next time when you give me some time to practice, I will sing something for you, Shamila, I promise.
Putting you on the spot. um, Madeleine,
I
you
think my
often,
community from Viljoenskroon will really enjoy this because I was the singer at school as well. So they would maybe go now, like, so why don't you sing now? I think maybe because I'm a little bit rusted now.
well, the next time we get you on the show, you are going to sing for us.
Oh my goodness, South Africa's got talent.
So you often speak about change through connection and leadership, and we do believe that connections actually drive us
Yes.
in terms of building relationships, collaboration, and just working together and getting to know more people as you grow your circle. Can you share what this means in practice and how it influences the way you empower other people?
Right, leading by change and connection and empathy is really what I believe in because I believe in being vulnerable. And if we arrive in the present as being vulnerable, we're not arriving as a role or a title. We are arriving as people, and that makes us open, that makes us honest, that makes us transparent and authentic. And I think that makes people comfortable to connect with us and to be in a safe place to share with us, to dream with us, to collaborate with us, and to be able to take hands for the better for everybody. I do believe in a better together, and I believe in the hive. In the hive, we work all together. And yeah, I think that connection we also make through empathy, and we lead that way as well.
Wonderful. So, Madeleine, you've received many awards and accolades locally and internationally. And, you know, when it comes to Madeleine being recognized, and I just see it raining awards. So, which of these actually stand out for you the most and why?
I think the one award that really stands out for me is the Women of Africa Forbes Award for women leadership and for entrepreneurship and innovation, especially for my company Skills for Africa. And the other award that really speaks to my heart is the Commonwealth Award. And that award speaks to me because that award speaks about people empowerment during the most horrific time in our lives, when I had the opportunity to make a change in people's lives through training and education during the pandemic of COVID, and giving them a livelihood, a hope to cling on to, and an income, especially during the women empowerment projects that I've done, and Project Sekona, which means I am here because you see me, making impact in communities in South Africa.
Speaking about education and empowerment and being the founder and CEO of Skills for Africa Training Industries, you've impacted many lives through education and skills development. I would like to know what inspired this initiative and what has been the most rewarding outcome thus far.
Right. Skills for Africa was born out of a dream for my own community. As I arrived at the coast in 2020 during COVID, August 27 to be specific, in COVID, the first thing what I picked up was that my own community had a lack of education, opportunities, job opportunity, as well as income. And I wanted to desperately make a change, and I wanted to help them to rise above their circumstances and to be able to provide and put food on the table. And that is where Project Sekona was born. As I said, I'm here because you recognize me. Out of that, a broader vision was born for a project called Workplace and Youth in Communities. And that was where the theory actually was married with a portfolio of evidence to give people the opportunity to draw up a CV now with the expertise that they learned now through short courses, online training that was really online, marry that with practical work in the community, and to find job opportunity and be able to earn an income. So from that, it expanded globally as well, which was absolutely amazing, because with my own personal practice and my work as an international coach, I started coaching for CEOs, executive teams, leaders, team building sessions, as well as personal training, personal growth, mentorship, K24 mentorship to be specific, princesses to queens and the gentleman's club, but also to be able to teach people in personal growth, transformation, intelligence, as well as positive psychology, and how to use that to make that transformation in their lives.
And I'm sure with that, you have a lot of success stories as well.
Yes, I definitely do.
Okay.
In terms of education and training, the latest project that I'm involved now is for schools. I'm very excited to say that this is making huge impact already. It's really assessment, and it's helping with the building blocks that was lost of education during the COVID period, which is really my heart and my passion for learners, for teachers, for our parents and our school heads, to help them catch up with that. What will I say? That was lost during that COVID time, and the building blocks, and to help them address that so that our children can go forward and be the leaders of tomorrow.
Absolutely. Leaders of tomorrow. That's what we all strive for, and we want to build our youth as well. You won
Indeed,
the
indeed we do.
Next Billionaire Show in 2024, and that's an incredible milestone. What do you think set you apart as a winner, and how did that recognition change your journey as an entrepreneur?
The Next Billionaire Show was really a dream come true, because to me, the message was about entrepreneurship. It was about the fact that you can start up a business with absolutely no capital, but with a dream and with hard work. And as I said, what you have. And for me to be showcased on the show, it was really amazing, because with that came the message that we can only be successful in life when we serve others. And when we serve wholeheartedly, people open up their hearts, and that pays off, and that comes back to us in remuneration. So the message is, we're not only the billionaires then of money, but we get to be the billionaires of hearts as well, because we change people's lives forever.
Love that. I love the billionaires of heart. That is
Yes,
phenomenal. That should actually be a slogan for one of us.
I
Billionaires of
love it. I love
yes.
that.
I love the sound
Um,
of that.
I must say, I think it's more important to own people's hearts than to own a lot of money and wealth. I think that's more important.
I so agree with you on that. Absolutely. So you're also deeply involved in community upliftment. And A lot of your programs are community-based. So through platforms like Phenomenal Women Business Chamber and being the ambassador for Princess D Menstrual Cup in South Africa, how do you see women empowerment linking to the broader community development?
Shamila, I'm involved in more than one business chamber and very fortunate. Also the Chamber of Business and Commerce here at the South Coast and of Durban. Was involved in Pretoria, but still a little bit now. Again, will I say, picking up that relationships once again, and also with BNI Pretoria. And for me, women empowerment is about the fact that women are the backbone of people development and society development in our communities. Because if you empower a woman, she gets to empower her family. And then she gets to empower not only the family, but also the community where she lives. And at the end of the day, the society. So for me, it's very important to be very involved in entrepreneurship, coaching women how to be entrepreneurs, helping them in terms of their business skills, setting up a business plan. And that's really what I'm trying to do, is create opportunity for them for income, stimulate the economic growth, as well as giving them the opportunity to find their voice and their space also in business.
Absolutely love that, Madeleine. Thank you for everything that you are doing. But
Thank
this question is actually, it really goes straight down to my heart in terms of self-care, because for the last 3 weeks I actually lost my voice and I'm just recovering, and you can hear the stutter and stammer today, but I'm getting there. And I felt really down and low in the month of August because of Women's Month, because for me, the Red Corner Show means so much, especially when it comes to empowerment and interviewing women, especially during Women's Month. And I couldn't do that this August,
Yes.
and that really got to me. So yes,
Yeah.
thank you for everything that you do.
There's
But
a
my next,
lot.
yeah,
It's
and my
really a pleasure. And Shamila, thank you for what you are doing. I think it must be very exhausting for you sometimes. And thank you for empowering women to be out there, and even empowering me to be out here today speaking to you. And especially for you being the founder of Princess D Menstrual Cup. I want to thank you for the opportunity of being your brand ambassador in South Africa. And I want to tell you what it means to me. So for me, as the brand ambassador of Princess D Menstrual Cup, it gives me the opportunity now to empower our young princesses in our communities, because I get the opportunity now to educate them on their menstrual cycles. I get to talk to them about the fact that they can have dignity when they are in their menstrual cycle. I can raise awareness amongst our communities about period poverty and the fact that our young girls don't have soap and water and the means that they need to, and also be the brand ambassador of Princess D Cup makes an empowering difference for our young girls to keep them in schools. And thank you very much for that opportunity. That's really, really an amazing privilege.
It's an absolute pleasure. You know, I always say that if you give a menstrual cup to a girl, you're giving that girl life for 10 years, because
Yes.
it's sustainable, eco-friendly, and it's going to actually sustain her life through school, university, or whatever she does after school. Because we just find that, girls do not have sanitary products. And if you're
No,
going to give them sanitary pads for a month or 3 months, what do they do after that? They have nothing,
exactly.
you know?
Exactly.
Yes, we do know a
Yeah.
lot of people are doing great work in terms of the distribution of sanitary pads, but is that sustainable? That's something that we need to think about.
No.
Um,
Yes.
so, so yes, giving a girl a menstrual cup changes her life forever, and we appreciate our brand ambassadors, because it's you that have that voice to break the stigmas and taboos around menstruation, and we need to start talking about it. Yesterday in conversation in my class in Cambodia, I actually spoke to my students about it, because we're talking about the fact
Yes.
and protecting the planet, and we just spoke about sanitary pads, and I got those
Yes.
looks, but it's
Yes, you
something that,
get that look. You get that look. But
especially from
unfortunately, we
the
have to be
boys.
talking about this kind of things. And this is also what I'm doing. I'm starting to talk to our young men about this, because
Yes,
there's so many barriers that we need to break in terms of misconceptions and myths about not even being clean when it is your menstrual cycle. And actually, it's part of life. It's part of the circle of life. It's a
Yes,
beautiful stage in a woman's life. And I really think that it is a topic that we need to nail more and get to the core of it and speak up more about it. So, yes, being a brand ambassador gives us the opportunity to do that. And that's amazing. And yes, to gift somebody the menstrual D cup is a gift of life. It's not only a gift for one time. For me, it's like a present that you give somebody for 10 years, because for 10 years they are stress free. They know they can go on with their lives like normal. They really don't have to stress about it. Where will the money come from? Will they be okay? Can they attend school or whatever the situation is? Or will they maybe be embarrassed? So yeah, that's very important for confidence as well.
absolutely. And, here in Cambodia, everyone's very conservative and they do not talk about menstruation. And with having
Yes.
boys in my class, and I got these looks, and I thought, okay, here's a topic for discussion, for further discussion. So, so definitely,
Yeah,
if I'm going to be the voice in Cambodia, I will do it for sure. I do have one of my
well done.
students who approached me because she's been following me on social media, and she approached me and she congratulated me on the amazing work that I'm doing. And she actually said,
Absolutely.
I wouldn't mind trying the menstrual cup. So she has one and she's going to be trying the menstrual cup. So yeah, Cambodia.
Whoa, that is absolutely amazing. Now, that's groundbreaking work that you are doing there, because there you cannot really even speak up about it. So that's even more than we are doing in South Africa. And thank you for you also and for what you are doing in terms of breaking the barriers on that side.
Oh, thank you so much. But just back to you, Madeleine. You juggle so much: business, leadership, coaching, philanthropy, pageantry, family, everything else that comes in on a daily basis. What does self-care and mental wellness look like for you personally?
For me, mental health and taking care of myself through self awareness is really important. So, how I find the balance is by meditation, praying, reading my Bible, connecting to nature, taking walks at the beach, really spending long hours on a Saturday at the beach, spending time with my loved ones, having a nice barbecue. I love to cook. I love to do my writing work. I go into art. And obviously, I lose myself in music and dancing when nobody is watching.
When nobody is watching. It's like
Because kids always think that that's very ridiculous when their mothers start dancing. But I must tell you something that my son, who's 21 years, the other day, he came past in the kitchen. He says, "Whoa, Ma, you can still do that, hey?" I'm like, "Shit, at least he can still see that, hey?"
you know, our greatest strength comes out either in the shower
Yes,
when no
for
one's
sure.
watching us.
There when nobody can watch us. Yes, for sure. And
Yes,
the power comes out in the morning, that early mornings when nobody's in the kitchen, eh? That's when we do the dancing on the top.
I need to try that. Yes, I'm going to try that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so beyond your professional achievements, you're a wife, mother of five, grandmother of two. How has your family supported and influenced your journey? And where do you find the time for all of this? Everybody wants a piece of you.
Sometimes it's really difficult for me. I'm going to be very honest. To divide myself in 10 or 20 or 30 or 100 pieces is really difficult. So my first priority is always with my family. I'm very thankful and grateful for my family, for their support and their love and their encouragement through all these years, during my journey in my life, as well as my journey in my career path. My friends are also playing a very significant role. I have a very close knitted circle of good friends that's also supporting. They're always lending an ear for me, when I need one, or a shoulder to cry on when I need one. And they're also ready with advice when I need it. So, yeah, for me, it's balancing all of this, but prioritizing always first for my family and for my duties and responsibilities as a mother. I can also tell you that 15 years of my life, I did give up for my family and raising children, because you can think I had businesses on the side, but there was absolutely no ways that I could have been a full-time career mother. The oldest at that stage was in university, and the youngest was on the breast. So just imagine that, and in between. So I had children in all the phases of life. I never will regret it ever. I love my children to bits. I love my two grandchildren to bits. And it's fantastic to be a grandma and a young grandma. Yes, people ask me, was I a teenager? No, unfortunately, I was not. I was 22 years old when my first one was born, if that gives away my age. But yes, playing the role in my life by my children, my family, and my friends, I'm really grateful for that. I really have deep thankfulness and gratitude for them supporting my journey in life and my passion.
The unstoppable Madeleine Pretorius. Your mantra is never give up. Can you share just one moment in your life where you felt like giving up but chose to push through?
Yeah. Um, Shamila, I'm going to share the saddest moment in my life when I had to push through, because I think it's the most significant moment, and it also shows um, a little bit of my heart, and that I don't always have it sunshine and all sunny skies out there, because people think that maybe I was born with a golden spoon in my mouth, which I wasn't. So I believe that in life, sometimes we end up in the ocean with unexpected waves that we never see coming, the depth, the impact of the wave, and you can't see it coming. So in 2001, I lost my husband tragically in an accident. And as I was standing by the graveside with my little girl of 6 years, who is now today 32 years old, and my boy of 9 months old, who is now 28 years old, I realized that I have one of two choices. The first choice was to either get swept away by the current. The second choice was to keep standing in resilience for my children and for their sake to keep on fighting. And the choice for me was easy. I decided to ride the wave with resilience, and I came out on the other side. And that is where my mantra comes on from, and that's why I live it. Never, ever give up. Doesn't matter how high the wave is. It doesn't matter how hard the impact is when it comes over you or when it breaks over you. Never, ever give up.
I love that. And thank you for pulling through and never giving up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I
And
think
thank you
there's
for your kind words.
I think there's so much more that you are going to be doing on this earth, and so many more lives that you're going to impact going forward. And we need you.
Thank you very much, Shamila. I pray that that will be my mission and my purpose in life. And if that's the case, then I will die a very happy person. Thank you so much. Thank you for having the interview with me this afternoon, and sending you lots of love in Cambodia, and hope to see you very soon.
Thank you so much, Madeleine. I enjoyed the conversation, and I hope to chat to you again on the Red Corner Show. To the audience, I hope that you enjoyed the chat today. And if you would like to be on the Red Corner Show, please drop us an email, redcornershow@gmail.com. And you too could be sharing your story like Madeleine on the Red Corner Show. Thank you. God bless and take care. Thank you, Madeleine.
Take care. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.